Hey guys, so today I wanted to show you part of the garden that looks really good right now, and also a small section that doesn't look that great, because I think it's important to show gardens as they are, which is work in progress, and things die or sometimes things do not work out the way that you want them to. Also, I apologize if I sound congested because allergy season here in New Jersey has been the worst. So I may sound congested all throughout this video. Okay, I will start right here with all of the alliums that are starting to bloom. The first thing that catches everyone's eye is this clematis. This is Nellie Moser. I planted it about 3 years ago. I actually have a video of me planting it. And the thing about the clematis is that they like their upper portion to be out in the bright sun and their legs to be covered in some sort of perennials. So what I did here, I actually added a lot of salvias this spring. I had some from last year, but I decided to add some more to cover up the clematis legs and also the allium legs, because they get to be dry and not very attractive by this time. So the salvias that I have here, the one that is just starting to bloom, that's Caradonna. And this one right here is Rose Marvel. And it's on its way out because I actually bought it at a plant sale like a month ago. So they forced it to bloom earlier. Otherwise it would be blooming at the same time with all the others. The one behind there, beautiful blue color, is Blue Hill. And I think it looks really pretty with all the other colors. And there I still have my shovel over there. I was planting the rest of the salvias. So if you guys remember this border before, right where the shovel is, I had Rose of Sharon or Hibiscus syriacus that I actually cut down because it was super invasive. I had to fight with seedlings all the time in this bed, so I just decided to cut it down. I like Rose of Sharon, I love the look of it, but I need to find one of the sterile varieties. By the way, I forgot to mention, I underplanted all the salvias with Diamond Frost Euphorbia, which is my favorite. If you are having any doubts as to what annual to add to your beds, just get Diamond Frost Euphorbia. It just goes so well with everything. Okay, so salvia is right here that I planted in the place of the Rose of Sharon. This is Blue Marvel, so you can compare the Blue Marvel and the Rose Marvel. The one behind is East Friesland. It has this beautiful kind of deeper blue color, and the one over there that I planted literally last night is Blue Bayou, which is a little bit lighter blue. So this is the allium bed, and let me move and show you. Oh, before I do that, that fern right there is called sensitive fern. It's a beautiful native fern. Tends to be a little bit more on the aggressive side, but if you keep an eye on it, it'll stay in one place. Peonies are about to come into bloom. And let me show you an area that is kind of, most people wouldn't show to other people, but we're all friends here, and hey, gardening, it is what it is, it's a work in progress. So, first of all, this particular combination I was really looking forward to in the spring, because I thought I planted these certain varieties of tulips which were a cooler color with these pansies. This is Winter Survivor. I planted them last fall. They kind of survived all through the winter, struggled a little bit, but then rebounded and looked beautiful. But the color of tulips that came in was not the right color. I think this variety is called Canada something, because it looks like Canada flag. So I'm actually going to pull them out and give it to some of my friends. I actually had a lot of people come over and pick up a lot of my mislabeled tulips. They can store them over the summer if the bulbs are good quality, and they can plant them out in the fall. Now you can only do that if the bulbs are good quality or certain variety. With other tulips, you should just trash them because they're not worth saving. But here's my total fail. These are euonymus green spires that I planted, I think, about 3 years ago. And they looked beautiful. But what happened is that they filled in the pot completely. So they kind of outgrew the pot. They didn't have any more room to grow. And what happens in the winter when the roots hit the edge of the pot, they just froze. And originally these euonymus weren't like entirely hardy if I were planting them in pots anyway, because you're supposed to plant plants 2 zones lower than your hardiness level, and these are not. So they died and they're still in their pots because I have a lot to do. So you know, this is gardening, and as you can see right there, that boxwood, because it is hardy to zone 4, it is survived in the pot and it's doing fine. So exhibit A. Right over here, I wanted to show you the little shade gardens that I have here. Hakinakloa are coming in. The hostas are coming in beautifully. The helleborus are still blooming. And of course, our gorgeous azalea show is starting, or kind of continuing, right here. And I can't believe I planted this azalea, I think it was maybe 11, 12 years ago, a tiny little plant, and now it's huge. This pot right here, I love, you guys. I made a video about this previous fall, or 2 falls ago. The time is kind of slipping away from me. This is all native plants, native perennials, and it has been here for a few years now, and it looks beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. This is green spice euchera, Gaultheria, Dakota burgundy penstemon. Even though they're not blooming right now, the foliage and the flower spikes, I so love this. And as we go further along, more azaleas, and I love the tapestry of it, how they're just spilling over in the ground cover. And this is my favorite azalea right here. This is the Koramo Shikibu. I've showed that before. It's called a spider azalea. It's pretty rare and hard to find, but if you see it, and if you're into azaleas and you can grow them, definitely get it. So the ground cover here is Pachysandra, and it's Pachysandra terminalis, which is the Japanese one, and it is invasive in a lot of areas. It is not invasive in my garden. It's been like this for about 18 years and it's not going anywhere. But I am trying to replace it with native type of Pachysandra, which is Pachysandra procumbens. And I did plant about 70 of them this spring. Let me quickly show you this deciduous azalea. This is Admiral Sems. And it is on its way out, but it's unusual in a sense that it is yellow-orange color. And I kind of like this combination of colors. I used to have a fuchsia and orange dress. It sort of reminds me of that. And this is the rest of the shade garden. I have some Christmas ferns, some Hakinakloa, hostas. The bleeding hearts are still blooming. And this is pretty much it.